Savannah News, we are the best. For accurate reporting, finally, Savannah News, we are the best. SN Television, SN TV, Savannah News, we are the best. One more time, brother, we are the best. My sister, oh yeah, Savannah News, we are the best. If you want to hear about what Savannah News, we are the best. SN Television, for your information, listen, Savannah News, we are the best. We are the best. Canada, Toronto, we are the best. Are you ready? Savannah News, we are the best. We are the best. The deep truth without fear. Savannah News, we are the best. It's my choice, it's your choice. Nobody. Savannah News, we are the best. One more time, my brother, we are the best. My sister, Savannah News, we are the best. Regular movie, true life story. Savannah News, we are the best. One more time, my brother, we are the best. My sister, Savannah News, we are the best. Canada, Toronto, are you ready for your convention? Savannah News, we are the best. SSN TV, for your information. Listen, Savannah News, we are the best. Savannah News, we are the best. Present Jimmy Adekunle. Listen.
Yes, so happy new year, my viewers across the world. I remain my humble self, Prince Ambassador Olujimi Adekunle. I know some people will be surprised why adding ambassador. I am an ambassador of peace, an ambassador of Nigerian cultural heritage to the country of Canada, pronounced by the Ministry of Culture here in Canada, even if not official yet. But I still remain your humble son, Olujimi Adekunle Joka. I wish all my viewers across the globe happy brand new year. Today is 1st of January 2022. It's only the ungrateful ones that will say they don't have anything to thank God for. For you even viewing at me now, watching this program live, you should thank God. For breathing, for the air we breathe every second, we should thank God. So we have many things, many numerous things to thank God for this day. We thank God that we are alive. That is paramount. Every other thing follows. Good morning. As usual, we are going straight to today's press review, paper review of what is happening in our country, Nigeria, and Africa in general, including the whole world as well, because we still go on world review as well. Having said that, we are going right away. First of all, we are going to pick the Vanguard newspaper. First of all, before doing that, we want to use this medium to send our condolence for the demise of Brown Ebewele. I think we remember that man. He is a sport administrator. He died some few hours ago. From the news now in Vanguard, Tambuwa approves 1.6 billion for projects. Nigerian on the part of solution to his challenges. That is coming from Bishop Kuka. We should all continue to support Buhari government to succeed. Senator Musa urges Nigeria. How do you support a cripple to walk? I don't understand that support you are talking about. How do you support a deaf to hear? I don't know the angle. Senator Musa is urging Nigerians to give their support for Buhari. New Year message. Fayemi scores self high. Praise for peaceful 2022 poll. You can't score yourself. You can't be. Primary cannot be your. You cannot be your own invigilator, and at the same time your own marker. At the same time you write the exam. Somebody else should score you, whether you have done good or not. You can't score yourself high. That is pre-singing. Police rescue 21 kidnapped children after fierce gun duel with bandits. This is coming from the Vanguard. I think on this, let us go straight into the news. Let's deep into the news. The Zamfara State Police Command has announced that its operatives have rescued 21 children, among which are 2 females who were kidnapped while going on an Almajiri school in Katsina. I'm sure you are being kidnapped to be trained to become terrorists. If you see the history of all these Boko Haram, is what most of them are Almajiris. Almajiris are everywhere in the north. They are, to me, I call them childless. They don't have parents, and these are the ones that are easily being coerced into terrorism. So the country should even do something about it. They should run a program that will take the Almajiris off the street as soon as possible. Wike berates Buhari over silence on Justice Odile's home invasion. He say up to now nothing has happened. They have not said anything about it, and some people invaded the home of Justice Odile, and up to this moment nothing has been heard from the SSS, from the DSS, from the police, from the presidency. They kept quiet because they felt she's supporting the opposition. That is just the language. This is another one now. New Year, Ungwanyi visit orphanage, Chester home of the elderly. That is a good one. I'm not expecting anything new. Buhari APC has failed Nigeria. That is coming from Unaga. Actually, too, that's why it's even coming from me personally. I'm not expecting anything new from Buhari at all, because somebody said we should support him. I said, support in what sense? Can you support a cripple to walk freely on his own? Can you support a deaf to hear? Understand? Buhari government has lost it, and that is also the truth. That is also the bitter truth from my own personal opinion, view. Jigawa treats 90 rape cases. Oh my God. 27 for murder, 37 for sodomy. What? That is coming from the commissioner in that state. Sodomy? Wow, in Jigawa state. Fuel price increase. We will shut down Nigeria. NLC warns in New Year message. That is coming from Nigerian Labour Congress, that they will shut Nigeria down if the government of Buhari goes ahead to hike the pump price of petrol. Wike to disrobe, replace monarch, avoiding state functions. He said he's going to sack monarch, they're avoiding state functions. You don't know whether they're doing that based on insecurity. He too should play his own role as a governor to secure their lives and their lives. Some of these monarchs cannot even come out. Maybe they're afraid of not being protected outside. APC determined to make 2022 nasty, brutish, and short. That is coming from Yosha Ayu. That is I think the PDP chairman. New Year, shun deceivedness, consolidate on gains. Sanwo-Olu urged Lagosians. Wike condemns bandits' attacks in Sokoto. Another attack in Sokoto. Archbishop Sam Zuga sent 2022 New Year message to Nigerian youth, politicians and others. You can get all that in the Vanguard of today. Delta 2023. 2022 offers Delta an opportunity to determine our collective destiny. That is coming from Edevbe. God will restore our hope this year, Bisi Kolawole assures Ekiti people. New year, I see hope for Nigerians in 2022. That is credited to Pius Ayim. Makinde has become a role model for other governors. That is coming from Rita Oji. I think we should go deep into this. Let us know let us see this strategy and what she meant by that. A former member of House of Representatives in the 8th Assembly for Ajeromi Ifelodun local government in Lagos State, Honorable Rita Oji yesterday said the input of Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State during the COVID-19 pandemic has made him a role model to many state governors, where the federal government has to emulate most of his policies. That is coming from Rita, who was a former House of Rep representing one of the constituency in Lagos State. From the Guardian now, we will now push ahead to the Punch newspaper. Pa Adeboye, Pa Olukoya released New Year prophecies for Nigeria. We hope it's a good prophecy. Go to the Punch, you get the full story there. Wow, another bad news in the new year. Native doctor allegedly rapes, impregnates 15-year-old girl in Anambra. Oh my God, that is a bad new year message. Go to the Punch newspaper, you get it there. Dowen, autopsy reveals chemical intoxication caused Oromoni's death. Remember the Oromoni dead, the guy that died in Dowen. The autopsy have revealed that chemical intoxication. Chemical intoxication caused Oromoni's death. You can see where the thing is twisting now. That is what is happening. That is what happened. Oh, that is the fresh news today. The guy died of chemical intoxication. So how do we balance this? Are we saying Kemi Oloyo is right by her assertion? Time will tell. Nigerian insecurity can be fixed within 17 months. 17 months. That is coming from Fayemi. And Fayemi is in the same government. He's in APC, he's an APC governor. What is it waiting for? Go and solve it in 17 months, my brother. We are tired of killings and kidnapping. If you know the solution, go there. Fayemi was a minister in this same government. He didn't do anything. Today he's a governor. Even in Ekiti State, there have been insecurity, there have been kidnapping. And here he's coming to say that it can be fixed within 17 months. Can you imagine? We are still at the Punch newspaper. And since the Punch newspaper, man rearrested for kidnapping months after escaping from Edo's prison. Can you imagine? He left the prison and he went back again to kidnapping. So what do we do now? Are we saying that if they go to the prison, they become more hardened to the society? What do we do? Do they have to plan, or do they have to have what you call rehabilitation process for any ex-convicts coming out? Because what I've seen is that when they leave the prison, they were left with nothing. And when a man that has been a criminal for all this throughout his life, incarcerated in prison, coming out from prison, and he has no money to do anything, he has no source of livelihood, the likelihood of him going back to criminality is 100%. And that's what we're having here. So the government should bring an idea of orientation and integration into the society by engaging these people. If not so, an ex-convict is a complete menace to the society. That's what I'm saying now. Every day we're seeing somebody that left the prison into criminality. Because when they leave the prison, after leaving the prison, what next? What are they going to do? They just leave them, they release them from prison, having being in the midst of criminals and having other criminals motives. They will release them from prison and leave them outside to the society. They will still create a menace if they cannot find any good thing doing. He said an idle man's, what's it called? It's the devil's man's workshop. An idle hand. It's the devil's man's workshop. So the government should try and look out of the box on how to integrate ex-convicts into the society. Yes, teenage artists stabbed Lagos Redeemed Church pastor to death during robbery. You can find that in the Punch newspaper. Federal government issues 71 million NIN extends SIN leakage to March. Now on the economy, stock market investors gain 1.24 trillion in 2021. That is coming from Nigerian Stock Exchange. Wema Bank gets shares node to raise 40 billion naira. This coming from the Minister of Transport, Amechi. I need 36 billion naira to construct railway nationwide. Yes, 36 billion. Why not? Nigeria can afford it. If they can renovate National Assembly with billions of naira, why can't they look for 36 billion to construct railway nationwide that will ease our transportation, that will ease movement of properties, movement of goods from one place or the other, and that will lead to low price of goods and commodities. Because if you are carrying goods from, for instance, from Lagos to Port Harcourt for 20,000, train will carry it for you maybe for 5,000. That will reduce the cost of that goods in the market. 22,500 clerics offer special prayers in Kanu for Tinubu's presidential ambition. They should not offer prayer for Tinubu's ambition alone. They should offer prayers for Tinubu's health. That is our main problem. They should offer prayers for Tinubu's health, not for his ambition alone. We don't want to have a president again that will be jetting out, that will carry our money to UK for treatment. If you know how much the president spends on each trip for medical checkup, you will know that money can even take care of some expenses in one local government out of the 774 we have. So if a president travel about 20 times, which means 20 local government will have benefited from that's wastage. I call it wastage. So the cleric should not pray for his ambition. They should pray for his health. That is very, very paramount. Because I have seen Tinubu one or twice. He's not a man with a good health. They should pray for his health, which is paramount if he wants to be shadowed with the responsibility of governing Nigeria. To govern Nigeria is not easy. So he needs to be strong. He needs good health. We don't want a president that will be in the Aso Rock and will be traveling to London, to UK every month for medical checkup or medical treatment. No, we don't want. So these clerics should use their prowess to pray for his health. No amount of gang up will stop Oyetola's re-election. Bashir tells aspirants. You don't make a blunt listing. Somebody brought him there. Adegbeshola brought Oyetola to limelight. Who was Oyetola before now? Oyetola was the chief of staff to Adegbeshola. Adegbeshola brought him. But today Oyetola is the sworn enemy with his benefactor Adegbeshola. He teamed up with Tinubu. I can assure you, if Adegbeshola stand on ground in Osun, Oyetola goes nowhere. Adegbeshola still have the ace of the people. Tinubu can be operating from Lagos with money, but when Arabishala decide to come on ground in Osun, and Oyetola will find it difficult. We're still in the Punch newspaper now on the spot. I'm not happy with what we are achieving in Manchester United. That is coming from Ronaldo. Even me myself, I'm a fan of Manchester United. I'm not happy with what we're achieving. I think 2022 should be they should strategize on what to do. They should reorganize themselves, because I am a fan of Man U for the past 30 years, and I'm not happy with what I'm hearing from what I'm saying on the Premiership and on the other cup or other debut. Still on the Punch newspaper, we are still on the Punch newspaper. Still on the Punch newspaper now. PDP false federal government performance report alleges falsehood. APC government has no any appraiser. It's in the public domain. There is hunger in the land. There is poverty ravaging everywhere. There is insecurity. Our economy has dropped. Our naira inflation. They made dollar at 22 at 200. I think they made dollar at 200. Is it 200 or 180 for a naira? Today now dollar is going for almost 500 and something, or if not, I think 500 and something now to a naira. So which aspect are they? Do they appraise themselves to be that they have performed good? They have not performed anything. They have performed woefully in 2021. That is our own yardstick to measure them. You don't get performance on paper. We get it live on what is happening. Get it on the street of Nigeria. There's hunger everywhere. So what performance? We have a state governor that is just paying December salary. He's paying August's salary in December. So we have September, October, November, December unpaid for the year of 2021. Do you say that is that an achievement? That is not an achievement. And this is the same governor that the wife will leave the state for only for an award in other places like Abuja, like Imo. He will spend millions of naira, and he could not pay salaries of workers that work for you. Even God is annoyed with you people, because in the Bible, pay the wages of your laborers. From the Punch newspaper now, we head to the Guardian. The Guardian, the main heading here is what Nigeria wants in 2022. What we want is a good Nigeria. What we want is development. There's nothing more than that. What we want is create jobs. What we want is make our naira strong. What we want is eradicate poverty. Create jobs for our youths. Secure the life and properties of Nigerians. That's all what we want from this government. We're not asking for too much. Still on the Guardian. This is coming from many women are held back from achieving set goals by their mindset. This is coming from the personality profile in the Guardian. You will see there, you will see the full story there at the Guardian. Latest now on the world news, we have here Biden to hold weekend calls with Ukraine leader. North Korean Kim says focus on economy, food production in 2022. That is coming from the dictator in North Korea, Kim. Ukrainian soldier killed as tension with Russian soar. they killed an Ukrainian soldier, and we pray that will not cause another war between Russia and Ukraine. Pope urges working for peace in New Year message. 1,000 rally in Iraq to mark 2020 killings of Iran general. You know, the general was killed in 2020. 4 dead after gas blast scattered Belgian apartment block. Oh my God. France bans plastic packaging for fruit and vegetable. Wow. They have their reason for doing that. From the Guardian now, we move to the Nation. The Nation newspaper. Uzodinma blames opposition criminals for Imo crisis. Yes, the crisis actually for the opposition, I want to speak on this. It seems that the former governor of the state and IPOP, they are now in how do I put it, in synergy to make that state ungovernable. That is what I saw. And you know what I say, the truth here in Savannah News. That is all what I've been following about what is happening in Imo State is what I saw, that they want to make that place ungovernable for this man. And this man has never, I don't think this man has ever rested since the date he assumed office as the governor through through the court. Because right now, Okorocha and the governor that was that the court removed, the former speaker of House of Rep, who was the immediate governor that was removed by the court, and Okorocha, they have united. And if you see Okorocha's statement, Okorocha is not condemning IPOP, what they are doing in Imo. So the Uzodinma has a lot to chew in that state. He has Okorocha to battle with, he has IPOP to battle with, he has the immediate, the governor was removed, the Speaker of the House, former Speaker of the House was the immediate governor that he took over from, to battle with. So he has a lot of challenges ahead for him in that state. You see, there's one now. This is coming from 6 killed as soldiers. Ebubuagu raid Olu community. You see what I'm talking about? That's in Imo. 6 killed as soldiers. Ebubuagu raid Olu community. That is coming from that. Another one here. Appeal Court orders Rivers Imo to retain 50-50 sharing formula. 10 dead as Navy storm kidnappers den. Arrests 5 in Anambra. That is the good one from the Navy. They stormed the kidnappers den and they made 5 arrested. Still on the Nation newspaper, Deji Obakure blesses our royal peacemakers. Is coming from the Nation newspaper. You remember Deji Obakure, the paramount ruler of Akure Kingdom, waded into the crisis where Olori Naomi, the wife of the Ooni, divorce saga. The Deji waded in to make peace between the Onerisha and the Olori of Ooni. There's another caption in the Nation about MC Oluomo, from unionist to monarch. If it's true, MC Oluomo is about to be the Oba of Oshodi. That is, well, it's okay if you can, if it's accepted by the people. Why not? As I said, Tom Ateki, who was a militant, today is a paramount ruler in one of the communities in Rivers State. Prophet, oh my God, prophet kidnapped, wife shot dead in Delta. Oh my God, let us see this one. Prophet kidnapped, wife shot dead in Delta. Oh my God. The general overseer of faith, fasting and prayer ministry, Prophet J.J. Enejeta, has been abducted by gunmen who also shot his wife dead in the university community of Abraka, Ethiopia East local government area of Delta State. Oh my God. The wife was shot dead and they kidnapped the general overseer. Oh, my condolence to the people of that church for the loss of the life, and we pray that the pastor will return back alive. You see, these are part of the insecurity we are crying about. Killings everywhere, insecurity everywhere is sad. It's sad. Oh. This one is coming from entertainment segment. Burna Boy, we are reuniting Africa. That is what we are doing. It's good. Those guys are really trying. They are putting our name in good record across the world. Burna Boy was a Grammy awardee, and then that is a good one. Burna Boy again, he said that he has no issue with Davido. I don't think definitely they are rivals. So it's not there that is causing the problem. The problem is the problem is from their followers. They are okay. They still see themselves as palace. It's only we, the followers, that we always how do I put it, have great enmity among ourselves. So also even in the political arena, you will see followers. There are strong enemies. Why the leaders up there, they will sit down on the champagne table and discuss and laugh and whatever, and they will start discussing you that is killing yourself. On the political arena, becoming enemy of. You say no, he's supporting Akeredolu, he's supporting Agbola Jaye. He's not my friend. Tomorrow they will become friends. The day I saw Teslim Folari, who was the deputy senate president then, Teslim Folari, when he was contesting to become governor of Oyo State, and Alao Akala, when I saw Teslim Folari and Alao Akala reuniting, becoming close pals, today I pity the life of Elewe that was killed. Elewe, who was the National Union of Road Transport chairman of your state, was supporting Alao Akala against Teslim, and he lost his life. But today, Teslim and Alao Akala, they are best of friends. They are close friends. But Elewe has gone, and that is a signal to we the followers. Don't die for any leader. That leader tomorrow they will go and die and eat, and you look stupid for fighting your fellow man because he's supporting somebody. Why should you transfer? I don't know. I think we should learn from events. We should learn. Elewe is gone today. He left some children. He left wife. He's gone. But the people he was clamoring for, he was fighting for, they ended up becoming best of friends today. Alao Akala and Teslim, they are best of friends today. So put on your thinking cap very, very well, and think very, very well. From the nation, we move now to the Premium Times. The Premium Times. Exclusive. Fresh jailbreak threat in Edo State as 3 inmates escape in Ilorin. Jailbreak everywhere. It's still on this insecurity. And if these people, they leave the jail, they are going to be a menace to the society. They are going to cause more havoc when they leave jail. You see that when they leave the jail like that, without proper orientation, without proper integration, they just live like that. It's like living loose an hungry lion. It will go out there and start devouring. They will continue with their criminalities again. 5 killed as gunmen invade motor park in Delta. Oh my God. In the new year. Oh. Investigation. ITEL. Nigerian regulators misreported Nembe oil spill that caused severe environmental damage. You can read that on the Premium Times. COVID-19, Jusun, strike added to Nigerian justice sector's woes. That is coming from the federal government. Still on the Premium Times, Boko Haram, while we are closing IDP camps, resettling displaced persons, coming from the governor of Borno State. Why they are closing IDP camps and resettling displaced persons. If you go to the Premium Times, you will read full details about that. Lagos nurses declared 3-day warning strike. Oh my God. On the 1st of January. COVID-19. Nigeria records 1 death, 828 infection in the last day of 2021. That one did not make it to the new year. You see the reason why you should be happy, why you should be thankful to God for being alive today. New year, we will leverage on ICT to create jobs in 2022. That is coming from Buhari. I pray so. Federal Road Safety Corps will not tolerate disobedience of safety regulations in 2022. Is coming from the official. In fact, what in advanced countries in North and South America, what they take mostly as a very serious offense is highway offenses, because it causes death. Highway offenses, they don't joke with it at all. They give you ticket, they don't compromise. That is why if you want to get their driving license here, you have to go to school, you have to go for training, you have to go for road test. Some people have gone for road test 5, 6, 7, 8 times. They don't compromise, because they know that the moment they give you that license and you are on the wheel, you are a potential danger if you are not well trained. So here, federal safety should be strict. In Nigeria, some people are in their houses, in their various homes, they just get driver license without going through the regulations of driving. And that is one of our major problem why we are having high cases of road accident. You and I know, as in Nigeria, you can be in your comfort of your room and get a driver's license without going for training, without going for road test, without being assessed. Here they will assess you practical, and they will assess you on the educational side. You will read as if you are going for an exam. If you want to have a driver license of any country in North America, that's the truth, and that is why you'll be seeing that the rate of accident is very minimal. But in a country like Nigeria, where somebody that have not even held steering before, you will see him having a license. When I went for my training license, I knew what I went through. In fact, I even wanted to start driving truck. I went for truck training. Wow, it was as if I was doing my PhD. I'm telling you the fact, you won't believe it. They will teach you a lot of things about the vehicle, not the driving alone. You have to learn a lot of things. Not like Nigeria, where they just say, okay, he has passed, take your license. That's some of our problem. They should be strict. Buhari to Nigerians: in spite of challenges, our future will be written in gold. Yes, our future will be written in gold. Future can be written in gold in a good way and in a bad way. But in this your own case, our future is written in gold of hardship. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, our future can be written in gold as a Nigerian for hardship. For this is own time that people people experience what they've never experienced in Nigeria before. Someone was telling me that even rice that normally flows during the Christmas period, there was no bag of rice anywhere. There was no gift. There wasn't hamper like before. So what is he talking about? Army 38. Appeal court affirms judgment ordering reinstatement of Colonel. I think let us read this one very well. Let's go through deep into it and see which one they're talking about. Army 38. Appeal court affirms judgment ordering reinstatement of Colonel. Danladi Hassan, a colonel, is among the 38 army officers wrongfully retired compulsorily by army authorities in 2016. The Court of Appeal in Abuja on Friday affirmed a court judgment reinstating a colonel compulsorily retired along with 37 army officers in 2016. A three-man panel of the Court of Appeal dismisses the appeal filed against the lower court judgment by the army authorities. That's a good one. They should go and retain. They should go and reabsorb them immediately and pay them all their entitlements. Because even they still forge, if they still go to Supreme Court, I'm very sure Supreme Court will still upheld this judgment. So they just go and pay those 38 army officers their entitlements, their salaries, and they should be reinstated to the rank they ought to have been by now. That is it. That is it. And also, breaking news coming now is that we heard that there is a riot going on in Bogoro in Bauchi State, where an event is supposed to be taking place, and hoodlums have taken over, attacking people. It's just coming in. I'm seeing it now popping up. Breaking news. You know, they are attacking in Bogoro in Bauchi State. Even the governor could not even attend. We learned that the emir of Das, the emir of Bauchi, they were being attacked. The convoy are being attacked. That's going to that level. So our security agencies should beef up their strength in curbing the crisis that is going on in Bogoro local government of Bauchi State. Having said that, we have come to this morning review the first day in 2022. As God liveth, we will still come here again in 2023 to give you news review like this. As God liveth, we thank everybody. We thank all our viewers across the globe that we navigated through this stormy year. To me, I call this year my year of change of status. You get it? Only the deep can get that. Good morning.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct. We are focused. We deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Brings a positive change to us, and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonle Oluchimi for Savannah News TV. I'm a leading witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen and ladies across the globe. I remain your Host, my humble self, Olujimi Adekanle Lijoka from Irele Kingdom of Ondo State. Bless you all. Have a nice day. This first day of 2022.